Chapter 2 Mining Town. Fine black dust trickled from one of the tents as Joseph bumped into its post. In front of him, Arcadius was hunched over a lantern, sticking out his tongue like a little boy. Bright sparks briefly pierced the darkness again and again. "Are you idiots out of your minds?" a man bellowed, storming towards them. His shoulders were so broad he looked like he could unyoke an ox and pull the plow himself. He snatched the lantern from Arcadius' hand. "No open flames. Do you want us all to blow up?" The two of them shrank under his words as if he had struck them. The foreman just sighed. "I'm sick of these alchemical lamps, Tomasz," Joseph muttered. "We've been sitting here idle in this gloom for days. Do you know how much my eyes hurt every time we get to see daylight on Sundays?" "Exactly," Arcadius agreed. "I mean, what are we even doing here? They don't need us anymore. Since we found that cave with the wall, they've been buried in their books all day. And us? We rot away like worms." Tomasz crossed his arms, his face impassive to their complaints. "You took this job voluntarily." "And how long is this going to go on?" Joseph asked, glancing at the figures in deep red robes. They stood before a wall so straight it looked like part of a building, covered in engravings of creatures so bizarre as if the devil himself had carved them. Sure, the Brimstone Duke had them brought from the capital, but to shut down one of the richest tunnels for months because of a stupid wall? "Show more respect for Duke Dravok," Tomasz scolded him, giving him a smack on the back of his head. "I'm just saying," he defended himself. "From what I hear, people are getting restless." Tomasz didn't respond, looking over at the alchemists himself. After Pick and Ram had failed to even scratch the wall, they had been summoned, brooding over countless tomes ever since, as if they intend to set up a dirty library down here. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. Arcadius and Joseph immediately rushed to get the alchemists out of the tunnel, only to see that the tremors were coming from them. One of them stood in front of the wall, a glass flask in his hand, ceremoniously pouring a liquid onto it. Glowing like molten metal, it began to spread through the grooves, causing the wall to collapse, as if it was made of dry sand.